Warning, combat is very difficult. This game is challenging. Well, let's have a little look at that. Oh, that looked tough, didn't it, guys? Woo! Wow, even harder. This might be it. Hard. That's not the word I would use to describe this game so far. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about, if you haven't guessed already, Ghost of Tsushima, and I'm going to be talking about, in particular, the combat. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is, a couple of days ago I made a video about my impressions on the trailer that came out, and I got a bit of backlash because, to be honest, I wasn't its biggest fan. I kind of thought it looked all a bit meh. And somebody in the comments did something amazing and ingenious, I thought. They commented saying, Days Gone Samurai Edition. I thought that was hilarious, well done. And to me, it hits a nail on the head for me. The game looks like it's just, at the minute, not really doing anything for myself. It looks okay. It looks like Days Gone in the sense that Days Gone did nothing well, but did nothing poorly either. It just did everything okay. A new IP, but not brave enough to try anything new with the game. That's what I felt like Days Gone was. At the minute, Ghost of Tsushima, I'm sort of leaning in that direction. Okay, but in this video, we're going to talk about the combat. The director of creative design for Ghost of Tsushima has basically done an interview with IGN, and in this interview he talks about how the combat is going to be very challenging. Now, in this interview, admittedly it isn't very long, he talks about the main thing that stuck out to me was that the combat is going to be very difficult. He talks about a lot of other things, but ultimately what really caught my eyes, the key point here that says you wouldn't be able to fight more than 5 enemies at once. It would be too difficult. Now, in the footage at the very beginning of the game, I just showed you how easily the player dispatched 3 enemies within about 5 seconds. So I was sort of scratching my head thinking that looks exactly the opposite of what you're saying. And I think I can't really get the point across any more than if we just watch the footage. So I'm just going to put the footage in now, and I'm just going to talk about what I see. So here we go, we're starting off. He's going to approach the enemies, we're going to start with a bit of a one-on-one duel, looking pretty epic. Going to be a long fight. Well, let's find out. Okay, one hit kill. Didn't even counter there, just went straight through and striked him. Enemy comes, no need to counter, 1 strike kill. Third enemy, again. So there's no countering there. I don't understand how that combat is difficult. But we'll give it a chance, we'll continue on. Obviously these are grunts in the game, easy to kill. This might be early on in the game, and as you get further in the game, it's going to be more difficult. But anyway, we'll see more in this scenario, we'll see a bit more of a complex fight. We've got archers, we've got 2 or 3 enemies at once. So let's just see how this unfolds as well. Okay, that was a very accurate shot, looked pretty easy to pull off again. That looked too easy to deflect. I've never known a game be able to deflect arrows that easily. Okay, counter and kill. Counter and kill. 2 enemies dead. Third enemy. Another deflect. A move and a kill. Breaks the stance. Not a kill. Now he kills him. Final 2 enemies. Changes his stance, which again I've already said is really cool. And again. Okay, does that look tough to you guys? Because I'm not really feeling very convinced. And he's dead as well. Final enemy. Guys, does that look difficult to you? That looked incredibly easy. Yes, this is obviously early on in the game, and I'm not saying the combat's going to be easy all the way through, but it's just very interesting that someone would make that statement, and then considering he's aware of what footage has been released, is he expecting us to take it at face value? Is he expecting us to think, well, is there going to be more footage revealed? It just seems a bit out of time, a bit out of touch. Obviously he's trying to sell the game, but I wasn't impressed at all. I think that combat looks incredibly basic. The stance style is really cool. I'm not going to take that away from it. I think that's cool. I want to see more of that, and I will be trying that out. And I like the idea of having to use different combat styles to fight different enemies. But that looked so easy. That looked on level with, on when you played For Honor and you had to fight the AI and you just literally minced them up instantly. That's how I felt about that there. Okay guys, so we do get to see a little bit more of the combat in very short periods in this next clip I'm going to show, which is during the samurai mode, the darkened black and white sort of version of the game. So I'm going to talk about that as well. It'll be coming on in a second. So we see very small hits of it. So again, some combat here. 1 hit kill. Again, easy. These enemies are armoured, they look a bit harder. But again, counter, dodge, strike. That is not complicated at all. It's just not complex at all. It doesn't look like it's got any complexity to it at all. And again, combat, strike. I'm not impressed. Are you impressed? I don't understand what's so hard about that. It looks like Arkham Asylum. It looks equivalent. Arkham Asylum is tough at times, I suppose, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's not Bloodborne. It's not Dark Souls. It's not Sekiro. It's got nothing of any sort of level to those sort of games. It's just looks so clear and so basic. It's not impressing me at all. If you haven't already got that impression, I'm not overly impressed by this combat. And I think it's very funny that the creative director, has come out and said, this game is really hard, by the way. It's all like, is he countering? Has he sort of thought, you know what, we've revealed really rubbish, really basic, really poor combat in the trailer and in the gameplay on State of Play. So now we're going to try and just say that it actually really hard. We just didn't show you that it was hard, but going forward it's going to be hard. Or they're just done a bad gameplay trailer, a bad demo, which in fact does not highlight the complex depth of the combat. So I'm really torn on what to expect, guys. What do you think? Like and comment down below. I'm sure there'll be lots of people who disagree with me and want, again, to tell me that I'm wrong and that Ghost of Tsushima is going to be the best game of the year. I'm just being honest, guys. It's not grabbing me. Like, if I want a AAA game experience, a proper game, not proper game, but if I want the proper experience, I want a game to do something a little bit different, to master all the basic components of a video game and try to look for something new, or at least build on things. But honestly, I've seen all that combat before, and you have as well. We all have seen that combat lots and lots of times before. It's doing nothing new, which again, it's not necessarily the end of the world, but to say like the combat's challenging and then look at that and think, are you having an actual joke? Is this game like one big joke to you? Because if it's a joke to you, one of the directors of the game, then it's going to be a joke to all of us. Or are you just taking us as idiots and that you can release something and then say the complete opposite? Because that's what they've done. The footage we've seen on this game is easy. It has no resemblance to a difficult game. It looks ridiculously easy. It looks like an 8 or 9-year-old kid could pick this up and play it. So to say, oh, it's actually really difficult, it's like, well, have you played a difficult game before? Because I don't think you have, if you think this game looks tough. Or you think what we are aware, because we, again, have only seen a small clip of it. And, you know, people said in the last video I made, oh, you're jumping the gun a bit. Well, I'm talking about gaming news, guys. It's all we've seen. So this is all we've seen on the game. Yes, there was that footage a couple of years ago, but I'm just talking about this recent gameplay footage. It's all we've really seen, so we can only commentate and speculate on what we've seen. So at the minute, thumbs down for the actual combat, because it's not looking overly zealous or particularly unique or particularly fun, to be honest. But time will tell. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Please subscribe. Help my little channel out. I really appreciate all the help and support I get, and I also really appreciate people's opinions, and I want to hear what you've got to say, because you have an opinion, I have an opinion. It's okay if they're different. You know, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it down below. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace out.